In the field with the track stars, Ryan Wright to Shantana, DJ Jeremiah. All right, time for the top 5 Christian MCs 2012. All right, our number 5 MC, Swoop. Is that the right place for Swoop? What y'all think?
You need to be higher.
Swoop needs to be higher.
Yeah.
Dang. You might want to see who else is above him now.
He needs to be higher. He was in
Swoop is a beast.
Swoop is nice, and he was another one that he went off on church clothes. He went off on church clothes. So, and people are starting to hear more about him, and he produces his own music, and I mean he has people helping him, but he does production as well, and he's one of the big talks in our circle of the Christian hip hop.
The thing I like about Swoop is he fills a different lane than these other guys. These other guys kind of come down the same lane. He comes down more of a Midwest feel, Kanye-ish feel lane, which I appreciate. He should be higher, you say?
Yeah.
Higher than who?
I say leave him where he is, because I know the next 4 names that are coming up, and I'm just
let's make sure he should be as high as he is. You think he should be higher than Mouthpiece?
I'll say yes.
You say yes?
Yeah.
I say yes as well.
Yeah.
All right, so is he or should he be higher than Andy Mineo or Manu is?
I don't know. Andy's dope. Andy's dope. But I think the thing about it, the differences between that is Andy, he had a mixtape and they put it on, he had a free mixtape and then they made it into an EP, right? This shit last year. He's coming out with an album this year. But Swoop, in my opinion, I don't know if he's better than Andy, because Andy's nice too. But if I had to, in my opinion, I would put Swoop higher than Andy Mineo.
Interesting. Some people think Andy Mineo is the best.
Oh yeah. I've heard people say Andy Mineo.
That's why I'm leaving him where he is.
I don't know. I feel Jeremiah on that. Like Swoop to me. Andy Mineo is good too.
I mean, if I have to give credit for the category of impact and, like you said, doing an album in 2012.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because to me, Swoop and Andy Mineo, I have an argument either way. But did Swoop come out with an album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his biggest single?
He had a song with Tadashi, man.
Andy Mineo. What was his biggest single?
He had a lot last year.
Yeah, he did different songs.
I mean, yeah.
But
a lot of his songs spilled over from 2011 too.
That's what I'm saying. They repackaged it and put it as an EP. Repackaged it and put it as an EP.
Like that song Michael Jackson, was that on there?
No, I was on it.
That was 2011.
I guess they couldn't clear the sample for it.
Oh yeah.
All right, we gotta make a decision on that. Number 5, Swoop, Andy Mineo, and number 4, or switch.
All right, I can leave. I can agree now. I can say Swoop over Andy.
Somebody go like, y'all crazy.
I think
people probably say we're crazy because the reach effect, man.
But we got to think we're not talking about lyricists though.
He does, but another thing I've been hearing about Swoop before he even started doing stuff with them. So
he doesn't benefit more than Andy though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, I would say
let's do this. Let's make it even better. Number 3 artist is Eshon Burgundy.
Eshon Burgundy.
So out of those 3, is that the right order? Swoop, Andy Mineo, Eshon Burgundy, or who needs to move?
Eshon Burgundy just stay where he is.
I agree.
For some people, anybody say he should be 1.
Eshon Burgundy is nice.
He is. He's dope.
I spent time listening to his album. I loved it.
Yeah,
I legitimately loved it. Some people, honestly, I had to kind of fight through. But Eshon Burgundy, I sat and listened to the whole thing, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So I would say, this is me.
So really, we just debating Swoop and Andy Mineo.
Yeah.
Eshon is straight.
Yeah, Eshon is straight.
All
right, so we're at 5 and 4.
5 and 4. Who's number 5? Andy Mineo or Swoop?
Andy Mineo.
You say Andy?
Who's
number 5?
I put Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
Well, it don't matter what I think. All right. No, I love Swoop. I love Swoop, and I think that's a good choice. It's a good choice. All right, so our number 5 artist is Andy Mineo. Our number 4 artist is Swoop. All right. That means our number 3 artist, of course, is Eshon Burgundy. Tell us what Eshon Burgundy did this year.
Yeah, the album.
Yeah, the album come out. He was featured on certain people's albums. He was on Andy Mineo's mixtape / EP.
He was.
He's just a good MC, man. Like you said, he's dope. Like, he's really dope.
He's legit.
And he's bringing back a different sound, too.
Different sound.
Like, his stuff is not, like, commercial driven. Like, we talked about this, too. We have a lot of conversations, if you notice that when I say that. But at the same time...
Tell him why.
At the same time, like, he don't follow the trends. Like, I think a lot of Christian hip-hop follow what the world is. So if the world love trap beats, we got to get trap beats. If they got to do this, we got to do that. He's almost the equivalent to Kendrick Lamar, where when Kendrick Lamar came out, it had nothing to do with his stuff there. Like, he got a couple songs, he had like one song that sound like that, but at the same time, it was all like what he likes to do, and I think that's what Eshon likes to do.
He makes beats as well. Yeah. He does videos.
Yeah, and I mean, and he's done some videos for some major people.
Check him out, man. I follow Eshon now, and he tweets out all the stuff he does. Get some beats from Eshon. He'll even do a feature with you. Yeah. So hit him up, man. If you really want some good sounding stuff, if you like that feel, make sure you hit him up. All right, this is where it's gonna get good. Y'all ready?
Let me ask you a question before we reveal 1 and 2. In the last 4 years that we've been doing this? We've been doing it since 2009, right?
Yeah.
Have 1 and 2 ever changed places?
Yeah.
They have?
What do you mean?
The number.
Have they changed places on the fly?
Yeah, on the list. Like,
number 2 wasn't even on the list last year.
Oh, okay, all right. So let me ask you this question.
Wait. What are you saying? Are you saying that have these people ever not been 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Truth was number 1 one year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bissell was number 2 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been all kinds of.
All right.
All right.
That must have been before I started voting, but okay.
Here we go.
He is 116.
Okay. Our number 2 artist.
With my eyes closed.
Triple E.
I think Trip should be number 1, man.
Why?
I think he should be number 1.
Why you say that?
I mean, everybody knows Lecrae's number 1. I mean, it is what it is. But
you just blew your argument. Everybody knows.
No, I'm just saying that's what people were expecting. Like, I mean, a lot of our votes was Lecrae. A lot of people voted for him. So we can't take nothing away from that. But Trip, Lecrae ended up getting on Trip. Okay, let's say Trip was on MTV Jams this year. Like, his video Fallen was on MTV Jams. Mm-hmm. Anytime he released a video at times for a different project, he gets on BET. Mm-hmm. He gets on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think, and last year, and then I think Lecrae, he's always have impact. People know him, of course. But I just think, and I think another thing too, I think it kind of shocked me this year when Lecrae came out and he kind of flipped like, yo, I'm not a Christian rapper. I'm a rapper who's Christian. Like, for years you was Jesus, then all of a sudden it's like, and I'm not saying it's bad.
Offended you.
It didn't offend me because I could care less. But, I mean, as long as he's saved and he's still doing his thing. But I think, based off our list, if it's like, is that, I don't know.
Why are you docking? Okay,
because
Because let's talk about it. Lecrae did what? Church Clothes.
Gravity.
What
else?
That was it. And then they did an EP for Church Clothes too.
Didn't he do something else last year? He did another. Didn't he re-release?
He did. He.
They didn't do Rehab Overdose or
no
Deluxe.
No, that was before. That was 2011.
2011. Okay.
I mean, he had a great year. I would never. I mean, people are looking at Christian rap because of Lecrae right now. Point blank. Period.
So when I'm docking him points,
I don't know. I just think. I think.
But didn't he also have a good year with like notable
he's like a chaplain for like NBA and stuff. People like he came in to do like certain chaplain work for like NBA and everything. So he is. I think I say he is. I can see why people put him at number 1. But what I'm thinking is like, is that fair though?
Why?
Because I'm thinking about like different people on our list in general, besides just Triple E. would they ever get that chance to be where a Lecrae is? Because Lecrae, to be honest with you, for the past, besides our first year, the truth was number one. After that, it's been Lecrae every other year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm like. Yeah, of course. So, but I think, in my opinion,
Are you saying this because you like Triple E's rapping better?
I think he's a good rapper, but also I think he has. Of course, this is supposed to be his last year. We're supposed to retire. Yeah, man, let's go.
Okay.
Sounded true.
I was gonna say,
sounded true.
When you look at the impact, I mean, I just don't think that anybody's beating Lecrae in that category. I mean, he was on Cruising for a Cause last year. It's just big stuff. Yeah. I mean, first Christian hip hop artist.
That you're just trying to give him.
No, I'm not trying to give him nothing. I mean, I mean, we had this discussion a long time ago about who me.
You've always said Trip.
Yeah, I always thought Trip was better than Lecrae.
But do you also think that Lecrae should not get? I mean, I just think that he's number one because he's like that crossover. Everybody loves him. I mean, Trip Lee, of course, the people love him too. But it's just like Lecrae really built us over. Like he built the crossover. He really did.
I don't know, man. He has. I wouldn't say he didn't. But what I'm saying is it like next year, well, this year, will he be at number one again?
Depends.
And is it just
there's some people that were like number 2, number 3 on our list that didn't make our list because they didn't do nothing. So it depends on what he does.
Yeah.
Got you. I don't know, man, because he does something every year. You know what I'm saying? Right. If he's a part of a big tour, he does impact the culture. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he does his thing across the board. Everything. Well, the criteria, he lives that to 100%. But what I'm saying is, like, if we talk, let me ask y'all this. And I know where he comes in at, but what do you think? Do you think Lecrae is better than Trip when it comes to spit?
See, we're not doing that list.
But that's part of the list. That's part of the list, though.
We doing a
Wrecking the mic. That's part of the list.
Trip Lee got my attention lyrically before Lecrae did, even on his album, like the Jesus Music album. I thought Trip Lee was good. I think he gets more 106 in Park appearances because he's younger, he looks younger. He's in that height range of T.I. and all that. But no, just seriously, I think that like Lecrae is like tall, he kind of imposing, he's a little older. But I think Lecrae to me, the reason why he is where he is because he knows what to say. I mean, he may not be the best at saying it. Like, you could debate so-and-so is better than him and so-and-so. He knows exactly what to say. To me, the first thing that impressed me about Lecrae earlier was he knew how to slide Bible stuff at you without it sounding corny.
Yes. And
he was the best at that. Even though people could spit better than him, they have better flows than him, he's just the best at making Christianity not look corny.
Gotcha.
Better than everybody else. That's why he's number one, and that's why he's still number one. He's the best at that, and he works harder than everybody else.
Gotcha.
No,
I'm not saying he. Like I said, he should. I mean, he could. He's number one.
I mean, dude is rocking New Zealand right now as we speak. He's in New Zealand, like killing it.
But partially, what is not fair about that is Lecrae has a little bit of Trip Lee effect too, because if it wasn't for both of them. Honestly, if it wasn't for both of them, I don't know if people would have paid so much attention. I think they're more of a duo than a 1-2. Honestly, I think when Lecrae started getting popular, Trip Lee helped him do that. I believe it helped me with Lecrae. When I heard Trip Lee on his stuff, it made him sound more legit. Like, it was like, oh, these two dudes can spit. So it made me pay more attention.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying like the collaboration
His crew helps him too. It's not just the other way around. It's not just the Lecrae effect.
Neo definitely helps Reach.
You see what I'm saying? So like everybody on that team is good. It's not like Lecrae just carrying these dudes along with him. Like I think Trip Lee helped Lecrae as well. You know what I mean? He has a lot of value himself.
Which is why I say Pro should have been on the list, but that's okay.
So what are we saying? No disrespect to Pro. I think Pro's dope too, but I think somebody said it one time best. They said it best. We need a possible. We need a list. We need to do another list without Reach Records, because they're always going to be on the list. You and they're always gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So,
well,
and it's not fair to the people.
The lyrics list will be different.
Oh yeah,
it's because all that impact and all that ain't nothing. Just lyrics. So let's go back through. 10-1. Our number 10 artist is Bizzle. Number 9, 7. Number 8, Thizzle. Number 7, Cannon. Number 6, Mouthpiece. Number 5, Andy Mineo. Number 4, Swoop. Number 3, Eshawn Burgundy. Number 2, Triple. Number 1, Cray. How do we feel?
I can live with that.
That's good. What we're gonna do this year is a little different. When I make the article for this is actually my wife's idea. When we make the article for this, we're gonna put a little blurb underneath each position, and we're gonna actually reveal what we actually feel about that position. For number 10, I may be like, Bizzle should have been higher.
Yeah.
We agreed that it was number 10, but I personally think he should have been higher. So we'll get to see what you really felt about the list personally. This is the track stars list, but we'll reveal what Ryan, Jeremiah, and Sean feels about each position. So you would reveal you thought Triple E should have been number 1. Yeah. That'll make it more personal.
Yeah.
All right?
It's going to be controversial, man.
That's the hottest MCs of 2012.
So can somebody knock Lecrae off?
They're not going to knock him out of the top 5.
But I'm just saying in general, because it's the 4th year in a row he's been.
But I just think because of impact, if he ever slows down, he doesn't slow down.
Here's the problem with that. Because there's no door open for Christian rap, and he's the one pushing it the furthest, he's always going to be considered number 1 until the door swings open. Yeah. Once the door swings open, then it's anybody's game.
So, so what do you think it takes, like, somebody signing to a major? So let's say a Mouthpiece. I know he's not, but let's say a Mouthpiece signs to somebody big or signs to a major label, and they start pushing him.
Right.
Then does that change the dynamic? Because I think that's the number 1 problem. Because Reach, I ain't gonna be politically correct. Reach got loot, so they could push people. I mean, we saw them in The Source, we saw them in Vibe magazine, we saw, you know what I'm saying, and they have stuff to push. I mean, they had a video game one year for Pro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a throwback game, but at the same time, it takes money to market somebody. Yeah. And I think that's another problem for a lot of people on that list. They don't have.
People are like indie.
Yeah.
Real indie.
You know what I mean? Some people got side jobs and they rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's another thing too to look at too. Like, if somebody got real push behind somebody, then that could be, because I think every year it's gonna be Lecrae.
I think so. But I think if he doesn't slow down.
True.
True situation made him drop. No, I'm dead serious. I mean, no, remember? No, I'm not being reckless. I remember his situation in he fell off because he didn't come out with an album. The whole Truth didn't come out until like 2011. So that's for like,
I know why.
You know what I mean?
I know why. But I'm saying anything can happen is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but the point is, the list we have here, the goal of it is, this is the order. Right now, whether you like it or not, because Lecrae is number 1 and because the reach effect is so strong, he has the best beats.
Yeah.
The songs are composed the best.
Yeah.
It sounds the best, which means you probably should start with Lecrae. Yeah. If you're giving somebody a bunch of songs, start with Lecrae. Let them hear Triple E 116. Then give them some Eshawn Burgundy so they know it's not all that same feel. Then give them some, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes sense that you will start with Lecrae.
The reason why I leave Lecrae at number 1 is because when I run across people who do not listen to Christian hip hop, who have never really heard of it, they're like, well, I heard of this Lecrae guy. I was talking to a guy who was like, he's 57, 58 years old. And I was telling him about our radio show, and he was like, do you guys play that Lecrae guy? I was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's who they know.
And whether you like it or not, that's
and you ask, do you know anybody else? And they're like, no. Because he's a household name.
And that's the point of this list. If people see Lecrae at the top, it's going to be like, yeah, of course. And then they're going to start going, but who is that? Who's that? Who's that?
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing.
Well, I'll say this, and this will probably it, but congrats to Lecrae.
Hater.
12th shade in a row.
We still got interviews we want to do, man. We still got interviews.
I know. I mean,
he's actually done the most interviews for us, actually, out of every artist.
Yeah.
He's always say yes, so we appreciate that.
And that may change after this.
Yeah.
Let DJ Jeremiah interview. Nah.
Came up to us when we were backstage at the.
He's a real cool dude, and I think that helps him.
And I would say that about him. He's one of the most humble rappers I've ever.
Absolutely.
I remember when we went to the service.
Blueprint.
Yeah, we went to Blueprint that time.
He parked cars.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah, I was like, had I never seen, if I didn't know who he was by face, I never would have thought Lecrae would have been, waving cars into the parking lot.
All right, man, that's our hottest MC list of 2012. More lists to come soon. You in the field with the track stars. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.